Hello and welcome to Behind the Plastic, a show where toy photographers interview toy photographers about toy photography. My name is Zach. With me are Jay and Sully. Sully, would you say hello today?
Guten Tag.
Hi, Zach.
Oh, now I look like a jerk.
He was waiting for you to do
He
that.
was waiting for that. Our guest today is a world-class maker of miniature things, specializing in pulling the curtain back on how all the beautiful props in this shot are made and how you can do it too. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Insightful Imagery.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Also known as Mike. Mike, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming. It's a huge honor to have you here. You know how it works. 12 minutes, we're going to get this ball rolling. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who is Mike and what does Mike do?
So I have to be interesting for 12 minutes, okay? I mean, my name's Mike, on Instagram, I'm Insightful Imagery. By day, my regular job is I haul gas. So I deliver gas to gas stations.
Oh, wow.
And so it's it sounds really cool, but it's really not.
No,
but and then I'm always looking forward to my days off because that's when I get to come here and get involved in modeling and printing and and painting and doing different things that revolve around the toy photography and just being a little more creative than delivering fuel.
Well, we appreciate you delivering that fuel, by the way.
Yeah, at $5.16 a gallon in California.
Yeah. Man.
I've been making, honestly, I've really only been 3D printing and modeling probably for 2.5 years, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, because I bought my printers and I was like, this is nonsense. It's just too much. So I just let them sit on the back wall collecting dust for the first year that I had them because it just seemed like too much.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Your stuff looks like you've been doing it for like a decade at least.
I appreciate it. That's because
Very
I'm
awesome.
obsessive.
Mike, you used the phrase, and now we're cooking with gas.
No, that's a phrase I try not to use. Yeah, cooking and my job it doesn't go together. Yeah.
Well, you have an amazing Instagram page and an amazing YouTube channel full of just all sorts of awesome builds. You are really like a master at this stuff. To hear that you've only been doing it for the short amount of time that you have is just kind of mind-blowing, really. There's so many projects that you've showcased that I want to build personally. Now, it would be out of foam. I don't have a 3D printer. The latest one is the pillory. That pillory is awesome. And I guess I could buy that from you on your Etsy store too, huh?
Yeah, you could. I sell all those things on my Etsy. That one I don't sell the STL file. I just sell the finished painted prop. But yeah, sure could.
Oh, I would definitely want something like that, bro. I can't paint to save my life. If literally they're like the whole world is set with explosives, all you have to do is paint this canister successfully. There would be paint all over me, under my fingernail, maybe even in my mouth, but not on the thing. But I will check out your Etsy store with the finished product.
You're like, sorry, world.
There's so much stuff. Be careful on that store, Jay, because there is so much cool stuff on there.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous. I've got my eye on many.
I'm doing it for the world's benefit.
Yes.
Right?
And you're constantly going live all the time, showing people how you actually do it, and giving inspiration to people on how they can do it themselves. Very awesome.
Making it look easy, which I know it's not.
Like how easy? Like, could I follow him along and save the world by painting stuff easy?
No,
I believe you could. Oh.
All right, Mike. Where does this passion come from for all this stuff?
I'm not real sure. I I have always been a creative and always been into photography since I started driving a truck probably 25 years ago. I was always into photography, going all across the different states and rambling around through the desert with the old disposable cameras and the built-in flash and just kicking up rocks and stuff and taking photos. And I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't rap, so photography seemed like a good fit for me. and it, it kind of just morphed into, portraits. I did portraits and I did a lot of food photography for businesses out here. I did portraits, also a lot of Milky Way photography. And then it just kind of morphed into, I'm tired of going out and traveling to do photos. I want to do something where I could stay home and do photos because I'm lazy. And toy photography just really, I had all the gear and I had all the macro stuff and all the flashes and everything. And I'm like, well, let me just try this toy photography. And it just worked out and I really dig it,
So did you start making stuff to enhance your toy photography, or did you do toy photography for years and then just now started doing miniatures?
Well, so I saw right away that if I wanted to take cool toy photos and I wanted to do it inside, I had to have stuff to do it with. Like people like Sir Dork and stuff, they'll go outside and they'll take awesome photos. But where I live, you don't really want to go outside with your camera gear because it'll get swiped. So,
oh yikes!
so I'm like, how can I do this all inside? And I really realized you had to start making dioramas and all these different things, or you could spend a lot of money buying other people's stuff. So yeah, you're right. It came from a need for that. So.
And were you a collector before all this? Like, how did you stumble on the toy photography?
So I didn't even know about collecting. I didn't know anything about any of this stuff. And I still barely do. But Mezco, I was like, oh, Mezco, let me go see what Amazon has on for Mezco. I didn't think that, Mezco has its own page, right? So, I would go to eBay for Mezco and I'd buy Vapor Burner for $400, not realizing that Mezco had its own page. Man, I could buy this stuff a lot cheaper. So I really just kind of got into the Mezco and really liked it. And then there's some other stuff that I like too, but yeah, I kind of learned and grew with it over time and got into groups and forums and stuff and and kind of learn that way. So
that is awesome. Let's take a look at one of his pictures.
Great idea, Sully. And this one was handpicked by Sully for a good reason. Let's take a look at this amazing shot.
Oh my Lord.
I love it.
Oh. Now, every Popeye picture he does is amazing. I almost picked the one where he had the pulley and the barrels hanging from the pulley. I was like, oh, so I had to pick this one.
Right on.
This is an amazing photo, and this boat that you printed and painted, and
all the props inside of it,
and all the props, the oars, the everything. I'm sure you made everything in this except for the pigeon, right?
Yes, everything except for the pigeon and the spinach can, and it's all me.
Is the sand a digital thing, or did you have like 1,000 fans just blowing actual sand into the air?
Yeah, right. So sand is a beast, but no, with the sand, I have containers of sand and containers of dirt, and that's laid out on a piece of foam board with a digital background behind.
Oh, very awesome!
Nice. Very nice. Yeah. I think that is, in my opinion, that's kind of what sells the motion of the picture, right? Mm-hmm. Like you have this sand kicking up. See, I wouldn't have even thought of that. I would have just been like, guys, put two and two together. He's dragging the thing, but no, man, this is splendid.
It is splendid. And I watched the video of you painting this boat and your paint chipping method and all that. You're just a wealth of knowledge. And really, I do encourage everybody to go check out Mike's page and his YouTube channel, because you can learn a lot from this dude. This is a masterful photo, putting all of your kind of skills into use. And I love that Popeye's kind of your mascot for your stuff on your Etsy store.
Yeah. You know what? He's like, I have Popeye out of box, and then I have him in the box. So he's like my go-to guy for measuring and everything. Because he's just right here.
Nice.
Awesome.
So yeah.
So when you make something, I was going to ask him, do you make stuff? Do you have a picture in your idea and you're like, okay, I need to make a boat, or do you make the boat and then put the picture together afterwards?
No, well, like for this, like in since I drive for a living, I have a lot of time to sit and daydream and stuff. And so I'll think about things that I would like to make. And then I'll think, oh, you know, I could do a boat. Popeye needs a boat, but I don't have any water. So I'll have to, what'll I do with that? You know, I have to go through all these plans in my brain throughout the day of what I'm going to make and how I'm going to try to shoot it and how to kind of bring it together, you know, but yeah, that's kind of what I do.
My next thing, I'm going to make a boat, not specifically this one, but you've inspired me to make a boat. So I will credit you.
Right on, man. I can't wait to see the photo. You do some great stuff, man.
Thank
Great
you.
stuff.
Mike,
Yeah.
What's the next thing that you want to create that has kind of popped into your head through those daydreaming moments?
A guillotine. I've been wanting to do a guillotine for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, a guillotine. Yeah.
I can just imagine the photos that are going to come out of that.
And then you can use those little flat razor blades to put in there. And
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
The Mythic Legions figures that I recently got into,
Yeah.
those would be perfect, man.
Oh, I could look at that picture forever. Your stuff is awesome. But, you know, we got to move on and we got to go to this or that. Okay, Mike, foam or resin?
Foam or resin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, resin.
By sea or by air? Whatever that by is.
By air.
what do you prefer? Do you prefer the painting or the modeling or the making of something?
It's a tough one. I think the modeling.
Okay.
I think the modeling.
Okay, would you rather be marooned on a desert island or trapped in the jungle?
Marooned on a desert island.
Friday night, stay in or go out?
Oh, stay in. Stay in, absolutely.
That's my second to last question. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Who? I don't know. I'd have to say the chicken on that one.
All right.
Okay, here's a tough one. Mezco or Four Horsemen?
Oh Lord. I'm gonna say Four Horsemen.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna say Four Horsemen. Yeah.
Okay. Lobster or steak?
Steak all day.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Okay, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Okay. Kitana or whoever the heck that other lady from Mortal Kombat is. So I guess that's your answer. Take it away, Sully.
Who would win in a fight, Popeye or Superman?
Who? I mean, I probably Superman. I don't want to
We're going
say that.
Superman 2-1. That's all the time we have. Thanks for coming on the show.